Assalamu alaikum students. How are you grade 10th? Students, today we are going to start our lecture number 10. And in our previous lecture, we have studied about the various organs that perform the process of homeostasis in humans. And that organs are skin, lungs, and kidneys. Students, the main organs which performs the process of homeostasis are skin, lungs, and kidneys. And in our previous lecture, we have a detailed discussion about the structure of kidney and about the functional unit of kidney. We have learned about the anatomy of the kidney. Basically, the kidney consists of two layers. Outer is renal cortex and the inner one is renal medulla. And in renal medulla, various cone-shaped structures are present that are called renal pyramids. And the functional unit of the kidney is called nephron, basically where the process of filtration takes place. And there are millions of nephrons that are present in the kidneys. And nephron has two main parts, renal corpuscle and renal tubule. And then renal corpuscle has two parts, Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. And renal tubule has three main parts. So the students, it is the overview of your previous lecture because our today's lecture have connection with the lecture number 9. So the students, today our topic of discussion is functioning of kidney. Okay student, functioning of kidney क्या है? Main function of the kidney is urine formation. Okay student, and this formation takes place in 3 steps. Okay students, this formation takes place in 3 steps. First step is pressure filtration. Second step is selective reabsorption. And third is tubular secretion. Okay students, the first step in the functioning of the kidney is pressure filtration. When blood enters the kidney via the renal artery, you know that arteries are the blood vessels that supply blood from heart to different parts of the body. The artery which supplies blood to the kidney is called renal artery. Then it goes to many arterioles. What are arterioles? Artery is further divided into many branches that are called arterioles, and then it goes to the glomerulus. And you know that glomerulus is a tuft of capillaries. The pressure of blood in this step is very high, and so most of the water, salts, glucose and urea of blood is forced out of glomerular capillaries. This material passes into the Bowman's capsule and is now called glomerular filtrate. Okay students, now clear that the pressure of blood is very high, so that the main constituents of the blood are forced out of the glomerular capillaries, and the remaining fluid which contains the concentration of urea or uric acid is then enter into the Bowman's capsule, and that filtrate is now called the glomerular filtrate. The second step in the functioning of the kidney is selective reabsorption. Okay student, first step pressure filtration tha, second step is selective reabsorption. In this step, about 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed into the blood capillaries surrounding renal tubule. अब बेटे इस स्टेप में क्या होता है, जो ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेट है उसकी फर्दर रीअब्जॉर्प्शन होती है, ताकि अगर उसमें यूजफुल मटेरियल अगर कोई प्रेजेंट है, साल्ट हैं, मिनरल्स हैं, तो वो ब्लड कैपिलरीज में रीअब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं. एंड दिस प्रोसेस अकर्स थ्रू ऑस्मोसिस, डिफ्यूजन एंड active transport. Okay students, and we have studied the definition of these three terms, osmosis, diffusion and active transport, a number of times. Osmosis and diffusion requires no expenditure of energy, and these process takes place along the concentration gradient, and the material moves from higher to lower concentration. But the process of active transport requires energy to move out the material, and that movement is against the concentration gradient, so it requires energy. Some water and most of the glucose is reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. Okay students, proximal convoluted tubule is the first part of the रीनल टिब्यूल. तो बेटे इस पार्ट में क्या होता है कि जो वाटर और ग्लूकोज होता है वो रीएब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है, एंड सॉल्ट्स आर रीएब्जॉर्ब बाय एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट, एंड देन वाटर फॉलोज बाय ऑस्मोसिस. सो स्टूडेंट्स, क्लियर दैट वाटर और ग्लूकोज वो रीएब्जॉर्ब होता है प्रॉक्सिमल कन्वोलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल में, उसके बाद साल्ट रीएब्जॉर्ब होंगे एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट के जरिए, और वाटर जो है वो इजीली ऑस्मोसिस के जरिए रीएब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगा. एंड देन दैट फिल्ट्रेट इज मूव टुवर्ड्स द डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ लूप ऑफ हेनले दैट अलाउज द रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, जब ये फिल्ट्रेट डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब में आएगा तो वाटर उसमें से दोबारा रीअब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है, while the ascending limb of loop of Henle allows the reabsorption of salts. तो जो इसका ascending loop है वो salt को reabsorb करता है. Okay students, U-shaped structure in the structure of nephron is called loop of Henle. It has two parts, descending limb and ascending limb. The function of descending limb is to reabsorption of water, and the function of ascending limb is the reabsorption of salts. तो जब बेटे वो ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेट डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब में आएगा तो वहाँ से वाटर रीअब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है उसमें से, और जब वो असेंडिंग लिम्ब में आएगा तो वहाँ से वो साल्ट रीअब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है. The distal convoluted tubule again allows the reabsorption of water into the blood. तो जो डिस्टल कन्वोलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल होती हैं वहाँ पे अगेन रीअब्जॉर्प्शन होती है वाटर की. बेसिकली बेटे ये प्रोसेस क्या है कि आपका ब्लड इस पूरे स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ नेफ्रॉन में से मूव करता है, और उस ब्लड में जितने भी आपके यूजफुल मटेरियल हैं, वाटर है, ग्लूकोज हैं, साल्ट हैं, वो ब्लड में रीअब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं, और जितना भी वेस्ट मटेरियल होता है वो सारा कलेक्टिंग डक्ट के जरिए रीनल पेल्विस के जरिए यूरेटर में आ जाता है, एंड देन इट्स मूव towards the urinary bladder and then moves out of the body through the urethra. Now the third step in the functioning of the kidney is tubular secretion. Now what is tubular secretion? Different ions, creatinine, urea are secreted from blood into the filtrate in renal tubule. ठीक है, ट्यूबुलर सिक्रीशन में क्या होता है कि जो रीनल ट्यूब्यूल हैं उसमें जो डिफरेंट आयंस हैं, यूरिया हैं, वो सिक्रीट हो जाते हैं ब्लड से, फिल्ट्रेट में आ जाते हैं. दिस इज डन टू मेंटेन ब्लड एट अ नॉर्मल पीएच. ये किस वजह से किया जाता है? ताकि ब्लड को हम नॉर्मल पीएच पे रख सकें. नाउ नोट द नॉर्मल पीएच ऑफ द ब्लड. व्हाट इज द नॉर्मल पीएच ऑफ ह्यूमन ब्लड? It is 7.35 to 7.45, and you know that neutral pH जो है वो 7 होती है, but it is above the neutral pH, that is 7.35 to 7.4. आफ्टर द अबव मेंशन्ड स्टेप्स, इन जो 3 स्टेप्स हमने पढ़े हैं उसके बाद जो फिल्ट्रेट प्रेजेंट होगा रीनल टिब्यूल्स में is known as urine. It moves into the collecting ducts and then into the pelvis. So the students, functioning of kidney is now clear. It has 3 major steps. One is pressure filtration. In this step the pressure of blood is very high, so most of the water, salts, glucose and urea is forced out of glomerular, and at this steps it is called glomerular filtrate, and then this filtrate is selectively reabsorbed in the different parts of the renal tubule. First is proximal convoluted tubule, and then this filtrate is moved towards descending and ascending limb, where the salt and water are reabsorbed from the blood. And third step is tubular secretion, in which different ions and urea are added into the blood, and this is done to maintain the pH of blood. Okay students, now observe the figure 11.9. This figure shows the functioning of kidney. On top left corner, you will see that the heading of pressure filtration. You can see that after pressure filtration, reabsorption of water and glucose takes place. And after that, reabsorption of water takes place, and then you can see the steps of tubular secretion, where most of the water, salt and glucose are reabsorbed, and then it moves towards the collecting duct, and where the urine moves to the ureter. Now see at the blue box. At the final stage, urine is only 1% of the originally filtered volume. जो originally filtered volume है उसमें से 1% जो है वो filter होता है. The typical volume of urine produced by an average adult is about 1.4 liters per day. Average जो concentration है urine की वो 1.4 liters per day है. Okay students, now see table 11.1. And this table shows the normal composition of urine. Normal composition of urine में क्या है? It contains water, that is 95%. Concentration of urea is 9.3 ग्राम पर लीटर. ये जो आपके यूनिट्स है ना, G/L के ग्राम पर लीटर है. क्लोराइड आइंस 1.87 ग्राम पर लीटर. सोडियम आइंस 1.17 ग्राम पर लीटर. Potassium ions are 0.750 gram per liter. Other ions and compounds are in variable amounts. You have to learn these concentrations of urine. Now students, we will see that how kidney perform the osmoregulatory function. Osmoregulation is defined as the regulation of concentration of water and salts in blood and other body fluids. We have discussed the definition of osmoregulation in the start of this chapter. Kidneys plays important role in osmoregulation by regulating the water contents of blood. And it is an important process, as excessive loss of water concentrates the body fluids, whereas excess intake of water dilutes them. Okay students, when there is excess water in body fluids, जब हमारी body में excess water होता है, then kidneys form dilute, means hypotonic urine, means it has less concentration of salt in it, because our body has excess water, and in order to maintain the concentration of water in our body, kidneys have to remove more water as compared to salt. For this purpose, kidneys filter more water from glomerular capillaries into Bowman's capsule, and similarly less water is reabsorbed. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, वाटर रीअब्जॉर्ब तब होगा जब आपकी बॉडी में वाटर की कंसंट्रेशन कम होगी. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, रीअब्जॉर्प्शन तब होती है जब आपकी बॉडी की कंसंट्रेशन मेंटेन करनी हो, लेकिन जब आपके बॉडी फ्लूइड्स में वाटर एक्सेस होगा तो देन लेस वाटर रीअब्सॉर्ब होता है एंड अबंडेंट डिल्यूट यूराइन इज प्रोड्यूस्ड. इट ब्रिंग डाउन्स द वॉल्यूम ऑफ बॉडी फ्लूइड्स टू नॉर्मल एंड वाइस वर्सा. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इससे ऑपोजिट क्या होता है? व्हेन देयर इज शॉर्टेज ऑफ वाटर इन बॉडी फ्लूइड्स, जब आपकी बॉडी में वाटर की शॉर्टेज होगी, then kidneys filter less water from glomerular capillaries and the rate of reabsorption is increased. rate of reabsorption जो है वो increase हो जाता है ताकि वाटर बॉडी से लेस वाटर जो है वो रिमूव हो और आपकी जो कंसंट्रेशन है वाटर की वो बॉडी में मेंटेन रहे. एंड लेस फिल्ट्रेशन एंड मोर रीएब्जॉर्प्शन प्रोड्यूस स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ कंसंट्रेटेड मीन्स हाइपरटोनिक यूराइन. It increases the volume of body fluids to normal. This whole process is under hormonal control means आपके जो हार्मोन्स हैं वो इसको पूरे प्रोसेस को कंट्रोल करते हैं. So students, have you understand how kidneys perform the osmoregulatory function in your body and how it maintains the concentration of water, salts, urea or uric acid in your body. So our today's lecture is end now. See you in the next lecture. God bless you.